Today I'm going to show you how to make peppers filled with tuna fish, and at the same time I'm going to show you how to make the peppers look really nice. So here we go, we have peppers. I bought different colors and different sizes of peppers. Cherry tomatoes, I got here as well, I got red and yellow cherry tomatoes. 150 grams of tuna fish, some milk, 1 egg, and I cut the crust out of 3 pieces of bread. What I'm going to do straight away, I'm going to get a dish, put the bread here, and possible, because the bread has to become very soft, and I leave it at the side. Then I'm going to use what we call a UV cutter, and I'm going to cut the top of the peppers in a nice way that will resemble like a flower. So I'm starting pretty much at this height, and I'm going to use the cutter in this side, and I just go through the pepper as deep as possible, because we really need to cut the top of the pepper. So I go all around the pepper, all around, as deep as possible, because at the end what I need is the top of the pepper to come away by itself. So we're pretty much there now. Here it is, and that the pepper out is being cut. So you see the edges of the pepper, they look like a little flower, and the same the top. I'm gonna then use a different kind of knife just to take the thing out of the peppers. Put them aside. The same I'm gonna do with the top of the pepper, so take this away, so that we have like empty on the top. I go ahead doing all the peppers. This I'll do it in the middle, so the same. So we have actually 2 parts to fill in. Again, I'm gonna go deep so that the other side, the other part of the pepper comes out. And you see we have sort of small flowers. Now we have to think of the filling. So we have poured the milk into the bread, and if you feel it, it's very soft. But at the same time, you have to squeeze the excess of milk. So you go like this and you add it to your tuna fish. Keep squeezing, the moist has to come out, the milk has to come out. Okay? And I start mixing it with my hands. Now, if instead of tuna fish you want to use mincemeat, it's fine, or any other kind of fish is fine. You can also just use bread and season it with different herbs. I add 1 egg, 150 grams of tuna fish, 1 egg is fine. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some mayonnaise, but you can use soft cheese as well. Just a couple of teaspoons will make it. This will keep the tuna fish soft. I'm going to put some salt, but you can use any spice, pepper, any kind of spice you prefer. With my fork, I start mixing the ingredients. What you want is the tuna fish to become very soft. Again, you can use any kind of fish, salmon, sole, haddock. You can use minced meat, or you can use just bread. But with bread, make sure you season it. You put as many herbs as possible. Maybe you also want to add some pepper, but still keep the egg and moist the bread with the milk. Here it is. It is soft. You see, it has to have this consistency. What I've done, I've taken an oven pan and I covered it with some foil paper. I always do that because it's much easier at the end to clean it. So something very quick. Okay, so I cut all the peppers. Of course, I have washed them. And if the pepper doesn't stay still, probably I need to cut a little piece at the bottom so that it stays up. Yeah. So I start putting the peppers all around the baking tray, and I do the same with the small peppers. Again, if they don't stay still, just cut a piece underneath, and you just cover all your pan, your baking tray. Maybe you want to just play a little bit around with the colors, just to make it look nice. Once I'm finished putting all the peppers in the baking tray, I'm start putting the tuna fish inside the peppers. So I would use a big spoon for the big peppers, and then I will use a small spoon for the small peppers. You must have taken away all the seeds inside the peppers before putting it in the baking tray, and of course wash. Now I have finished to do all the peppers. So what I want to do is to decorate them in a nice way. So I'm gonna get the top of the peppers that I have cut at the beginning, trying to remember which one belongs to which. Let's say this one here. I take a cherry tomato, I put it here, there's a little seed. I take a toothpick, I go like this and like this. So the peppers now will start looking like little flowers. Of course, with the filling, they will be very tasty. Again, any filling that you prefer, you can use. Here, we're almost finished. And we do the same with the little peppers. Of course, with the little peppers, I don't think I'll need a toothpick because we just used both the sides. We cut the little peppers enough, so we don't have kind of a hat for them. And this is it. The peppers are now ready to be into the oven. Just turn on the oven at 220 degrees, just the grill. Put the peppers there. Maybe you want to add a little bit of olive oil on top of the peppers, otherwise they're dry. You leave it at 220 degrees for about 20 minutes. Then you lower down the temperature to 180 degrees and you leave the peppers for about an hour. You will have to make sure the peppers are soft at the end. Enjoy.